Greetings to all, and welcome back to the channel where we explore the most compelling reality TV drama. We have a shocking revelation today that is appending the Little People, Big World universe. Following years of what appeared to be an idyllic romance, Amy Roloff and Chris Marek have decided to part ways. Formally separated. As if it weren't startling enough, Chris already got married to a secret girlfriend that nobody anticipated. We're going to go over every single element of this, so stay tuned. Astounding twist. Grab some popcorn, hit the subscribe button, and let's get started. Let's look back in time a little to see how we got here. Since its debut on TLC in 2006, Little People, Big World has been a beloved program. Amy and Matt Roloff, who both have dwarfism, and their 4 children, the twins Zach and Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, are the focus of the show. We spent years observing Amy and Matt as they raised their family and dealt with the challenges of life on their farm in Oregon. And marriage's ups and downs. Fans were devastated but hopeful for Amy and Matt's future after their 2016 divorce, which came after over 30 years of dating. Chris Marek comes in. In 2016, Amy and Chris met at a Portland singles gathering. He was a pleasant real estate agent who seemed to counterbalance Amy's feisty, driven attitude with his love of motorcycles and easygoing demeanor. Their developing romance won over fans' hearts in no time. Chris was more than a simple rebound. He was Amy's second opportunity to joy. By 2019, he proposed to her. And they said, "I do," at a stunning outdoor ceremony at Roloff Farms in August 2021. It was a fairy tale wedding. Chris beaming with joy, Amy in a gorgeous white gown, and the entire Roloff family supporting them. Amy appeared to have found her happily ever after for a while. Chris, who is frequently spotted teasing Zach or lending a hand on the farm, blended in perfectly with the family dynamic. They were pictured hiking, cooking, and having fun on social media. Peaceful times away from the cameras. They had chemistry that fans couldn't get enough of. "Amy deserves this, and Chris is her perfect match," was one of the comments that flooded every episode report. However, reality TV has repeatedly taught us that the story isn't necessarily what you see on screen. By 2023, rumors began to circulate among fans of Little People, Big World. There was a problem between Amy and Chris. At first, there were only subtle clues rather than anything overt. Amy's pictures on Instagram decreased in frequency, and Chris was frequently absent from the picture when they did show up. Their interactions on the broadcast seemed forced, as if they were merely acting. Speculation started among fans. Were they simply worn out from shooting? Were they being affected by the stress of reality TV? Or was there anything more significant going on behind closed doors? The trouble began tiny but quickly grew, according to those close to the couple. Let's call them our insiders. At 60, Amy had a lot on her plate. Her part in the program, her cookbook company, and her dedication to her grandchildren. Prior to marrying into the Roloff spotlight, Chris, 61, was accustomed to a more sedate existence. According to our informants, he loved Amy very much but found it difficult to deal with the scrutiny all the time. According to one friend, Chris is a private individual who signed up to be Amy's spouse rather than a TV personality. He became exhausted by the cameras. And the farm came next. The show's focal point and constant source of conflict has always been Roloff Farms. Following Matt and Amy's separation, Matt and his fiancée, Karen Chandler, continued to manage the farm. Even though Amy and Chris moved into a new home, Amy has stated in recent seasons that she wishes she could maintain a connection to the house she has lived on for decades. For her children and grandchildren, she wanted it to be maintained. Chris, who has always been a realistic real estate agent, had a different perspective. To ensure their retirement, he recommended selling off a portion of the property. Why cling to something that just serves as a burden? According to reports, he inquired during one contentious conversation. That dispute become a whole fault line. The farm was Amy's legacy. It was a financial anchor in Chris's eyes. This wasn't just about land, according to our insiders. It has to do with their future plans. Chris yearned for freedom and simplicity, but Amy wanted to continue growing with her family. They were being torn apart by those disagreements by the end of 2023. The tipping moment occurred shortly after the holidays in December 2023. Imagine this. Chris and Amy are at their comfortable house in Portland. The Christmas tree is still up and is being wrapped. Papers strewn about from the grandchildren's stay. The farm reappears while they are meant to be organizing a peaceful New Year's vacation. Our insiders tell us it began innocently enough. Amy mentioned that Matt had called regarding the revenues from the pumpkin season. Then Chris lost it. We've been over this 100 times, Amy. That farm isn't our future. It's your history. Why can't we simply let it go? Chris asks. Because it's more than just land, Chris. That fight wasn't just loud. It was final. Amy later confided to a friend, and I thought he understood me, but I was wrong. Chris packed a bag and left that night, staying with a buddy in town. 4 weeks, they hardly spoke, and by January 2024, they were married. You knew that when you signed up for this, Chris. I signed up for you, not a lifetime of farm drama with Matt and the cameras breathing down my neck. A joint statement was released on February 14th, which was ironically Valentine's Day. Fans were devastated, and social media was ablaze with reactions. I can't believe it, one fan wrote. They were my favorite couple, another sobbed, but the real shock was yet to come. Fast forward to March 2024, when the divorce papers' ink is barely dry and Chris is seen at a Portland cafe with a woman. She's tall, brunette, and has a radiant smile, and they're holding hands across the table. The internet goes crazy as paparazzi take pictures, asking questions like, who is she? How long has this been going on? Was Chris cheating on Amy? The rumors spread like wildfire at Roloff Farms in October, and our insiders didn't waste any time in finding out. Her name is Bella Thompson, and she's a 35-year-old yoga instructor and wellness coach from Oregon. She's the antithesis of. Chris and Bella met at a farmer's market 2 years ago, when Chris was happily married to Amy and Bella was just a friendly face selling homemade candles. They bonded over their love of the outdoors, but it remained platonic until it didn't. After that battle in December, Chris needed some space, so he started going to the trails to get his mind straight. And guess what? He ran into Bella, who had recently ended a long-term relationship and was seeking a new one. Begin as friends, hiking partners, and coffee dates, but things soon became romantic. By February, when the divorce was still being processed, Chris and Bella were inseparable, and then the news broke. On April 10, 2024, Marek married Bella Thompson in a private ceremony at a remote cabin in the Oregon woods, with just 20 close friends and family, surrounded by towering pines and a fireplace. Bella wore a flowing ivory dress with wildflowers in her hair, and Chris wore a. It was so Chris, they said, low-key heartfelt, no fuss. Belle is his perfect match. The couple danced barefoot to acoustic guitar, and as the sun set, they slipped away for a private moment by the creek. Photos of the couple were leaked online the following day, showing Chris beaming ear to ear and Bella glowing, leaving fans in Portland unsure whether to cheer or cry. They said their vows under a handmade arch, promising to build a life of adventure and peace. She was caught off guard and reportedly told her daughter-in-law Tori, I didn't think he'd move on so fast, but Amy, always the class act, took the high road and shared a picture of herself baking with her grandchildren on Instagram with the caption, finding joy in the little things, wishing everyone happiness. The Roloff family also had to deal with this whirlwind. Zach, Amy's son and the show's cornerstone, initially remained silent, but he and Chris were. Zach's wife Tori hinted at the tension on her Instagram stories. Family is everything, but sometimes you need space to figure it out. Matt Roloff, who is always the mediator, reached out to both Amy and Chris, saying, life throws curveballs, we've all been there. Fans were divided, with some accusing Chris of doing this to Amy, while others defended him, saying that he deserves to be happy too. Bella received her fair share of hate mail. What's next for our players? Amy is focusing on her strengths, baking, grandkids, and charity work. She's working on a new cookbook and has a renewed focus on herself. I've been through worse, she told a friend. I'll be okay. On the show, she's being honest. Chris, meanwhile, broke his silence with a brief statement. Amy and I grew apart, but I'll always respect her. Bella is my future and I'm excited for what's ahead. There is no word on whether Chris will return to Little People, Big World, but it seems unlikely. As for the show itself, TLC is in a difficult situation. Amy is the center of the series, but Chris's departure leaves a void. Will they switch to her solo journey, bring in new faces, or wrap it up after 25 seasons? Only time will tell. Fans are cheering for her return, but our insiders say they're talking about starting a small wellness retreat together. Season 25 of Little People, Big World is coming to an end, but not before Amy Roloff of Big World shares a heartfelt message about the impact of the Dwarf Athletic Association of America. Amy Roloff's teaching career takes a new exciting twist, and Amy Roloff is tormented by guilt. What do you think about the story of Chris Marek and Amy Roloff's divorce and Chris's whirlwind marriage to Bella Thompson? Prior to the season 25 finale airing on Tuesday, April 23rd, TLC gave Parade fans a behind-the-scenes look at the Dwarf Athletic Association of America, or DOA, benefit that the Roloffs hosted at Roloff Farms to raise money for a cause that is dear to their hearts. At the charity dinner, Annie proudly tells the group that she has been a member of DAA since 1985. The Roloffs founded DAA with the intention of making sure that the continuation of this organization is a testament to the fact that people with dwarfism can participate in athletic activities. Amy opened up about her participation in DAA basketball and volleyball, as well as her observation of her son Zach's and her grandson Jackson's DAA soccer games. The mother of four wise words added, "Regardless of the outcome, the key is to always pick yourself up and start again." I personally think sports say more about life than anything else. I think that even if dwarves just get a brief chance to play in that setting, it can have a profound impact on their lives. Amy continued in an interview with producers, adding, "It's crucial, not just for my son, but for my grandchildren." It's currently unclear if Little People Big World will return for a 26th season on TLC, and if the show will continue without Zach and Tori Roloff, who. Amy Roloff's teaching career has taken a new and exciting turn after she previously declared that season 25 would be the last with their 3 children. After ending her relationship with Matt and the Roloff Farms, Amy Roloff started a new chapter in her life, met Chris Marek, and moved on with her life. Since then, the famous person has been who she used to be, loving everything she used to enjoy, including teaching. A few months ago, Amy returned to teaching because she has always enjoyed working with children. The artist recently shared on Instagram that her work has changed in an interesting way as a result of all of this. The celebrity made many shocking revelations that no one anticipated, including the fact that Amy Roloff was a teacher before she had Zach and Jeremy. Although she loved teaching, the star was forced to quit after giving birth to her twins and appearing on the LPBW show. As a result, she has frequently voiced her feeling nostalgic for the good old days. Amy jumped at the chance to work as a substitute teacher. She looks forward to returning to the classroom every morning, but now the well-known educator appears to be dealing with a lot of new problems and difficulties in her chosen field. Amy recently announced on social media that she would be filling in as a second-grade substitute teacher, and she wished herself a good day while wearing a smile. This well-known individual's enjoyment and appreciation of her work was something that it seems like second grade is a difficult grade for teachers. Amy continued, "I am grateful for the opportunity to work as a substitute teacher," adding that I go almost daily. Fans are now eagerly awaiting Amy's story about her meeting. Supporters are sure that the celebrity, despite her background as a teacher, will do exceptionally well on all of her assignments. LPBW viewers are interested in Amy Roloff's decision to return to teaching. In the midst of rumors that the franchise was dying, they wondered if she was looking for other ways to make money. Since the last episode of season 25 had just aired, people assumed the show was ending, so it is fair to assume that Amy went back to teaching to get a steady income after TLC's funding dried up, which was after Zach and Tori announced they were leaving the franchise. Based on the current circumstances, the show is. Amy Roloff, mother of Little People, Big World, recently revealed that she has been dealing with overwhelming guilt. Many TLC viewers are curious about her Chris Marek and their familial ties, so they ask her a lot of questions. Her response was an update, and she also revealed her biggest concern. Amy Roloff said she was sad about Easter this year and that she couldn't celebrate the holiday with her family. She said that the spotlight is leaving only Amy, Chris, Karen, and Matt. The reality star from LPBW stated that her children, Zach and Jeremy, were out enjoying themselves with their families. Mother Molly Roloff Silvius was her intended destination, but an earlier engagement had to be cancelled. Jacob Roloff, Amy's youngest son, was at Molly's with his wife and son over the weekend. Those who have watched Little People Big World were aware of how much Amy cherishes her family time. The cast and crew of Little People Big World have experienced a lot recently. Grandpa Matt Roloff and his two children, Zach and Jeremy, have been at odds and hostile. When Matt decided to part with some of the family farm, there were arguments among the Roloff males. Amy added that she was ashamed that she slacked off over the holiday weekend. She also stated that she plans to visit her daughter soon. The dynamic between Jeremy and Zach has been tense for a while, but it seems that the two boys tried to patch things up over the Christmas break. Amy says she is still hopeful that her sons and ex-husband Matt Roloff will work things out. Zach and Jeremy both made bids to buy the farm, but neither of them came close to what their dad thought was fair. This was a major source of emotional and mental distress for the mother of four. The release date of season 25 is currently one of the most anticipated topics among LPBW fans. Various accounts are at odds with one another. The current live peek into her house did reveal some information. She proudly displayed her kitchen and workspace. To be honest, she knows that she has no control over what has already happened, but she would fully support the family putting aside their disagreements and rediscovering the joy of spending time together. During their interviews, Marek told her audience that her beloved dog Daisy sleeps in the same spot as their bed. Has she revealed season 25? Some believe Amy Roloff purposefully hinted at a potential season 25 premiere of Little People, Big World. There have been no official announcements about the future of the popular TLC reality show, so there won't be any more today. What are your thoughts on this rumor today? Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel to receive more updates. Such updates. Many thanks.